Hi, everyone. This is Mr. Martin, and I'm in my backyard. I would like to do a quick overview. I'm not going to be able to get through everything, but I wanted to just kind of give you an idea of how I grade my backyard. Obviously, my backyard looks different from everyone else's backyard, so keep that in mind. If your backyard is a huge forested area, well, that's great. Grade that accordingly. Mine has a mixture between some human things that were created as well as some natural things that you see. You might hear that there's a very busy road behind these trees. These trees actually are called a buffer zone. They were put there by people, and basically that right next to the wooded area there's a creek, and those trees act like a mother nature's filter, let's go ahead and say. So when it rains, all the rain would first end up in this large stone ditch. It would then pass through this wooded area, and the roots of the trees actually filter out any kind of pollutants before remaining water ends up going into the creek. And there's trees on this side where the homes are, but then on the other side where you hear that busy road, so it protects like oil and gasoline and anything that's coming from the streets from ending up in our bay water. um, Anyway, for the learn about it, we have a survey that we're going to take, and we're going to record a score based on a 5, 3, or 0. I'm not going to be able to get through all the questions. It's okay if you are in between and you just guess according to what you think is the best answer. Also, keep in mind, this project is 3 weeks long. So if you later on learn more about this topic and you feel like you need to change your answers, you can. So let's look at the first problem. You'll see that this first part is about trees and forests. I gave myself a 5. It gives you a quick little blurb about what you need to look for at the top. So it says trees and forests provide many ecosystem benefits and services. They support local wildlife and populations. As you can hear, there's lots of birds chirping. You may be able to hear that. They remove carbon dioxide from the atmosphere, and they provide shade and natural beauty to neighborhoods. While lone trees are beneficial, large and undisturbed forests provide the most benefit to our local ecosystems and water quality in the Chesapeake Bay. I gave myself a 5. Now, this is not a very large forested area, as you can see. If this is all I had around me, I'd probably give myself a 3. But I'm also kind of thinking right now that I have a very large park really close to me that you can't see within this video. But because I know that's right nearby me, I'm going to give myself a 5. So I just want to also let you guys know you can consider things that are near you that you can't necessarily see. For 3, we're looking at native shrubs, vines, and plants. This is talking about plants that were always native to Maryland. Native means not introduced here by people. So, thousands of years ago, these same plants were here. We're going to learn more about this. So if we struggle with this answer a little bit, that's okay. What you really want to look for right now is variation. Do you see many different types of plants? If you see many different types of plants, then chances are you have some native plants here. If you have plants that were obviously put in by people, let's say decorative gardens, those aren't native and they're not good for us. If you see wooded areas that are taken over by the same kind of plant, chances are often those plants are non-native. So I'm looking out and I see a lot of variation. I have a lot of native plants. So it says there are many areas that contain a variety of native plants close to where you live. I'm going to click that. Now, like I said, if all I had were garden areas, or if I noticed that I lived in a wooded area that had a lot of the same plant and the same plant only, I wouldn't be giving myself that same score. So that's essentially what we're doing. We're just reading, we're thinking about our habitat nearby, and we're scoring accordingly. And that's how we do this learning. And keep in mind, they give you a lot of information as you go through. I hope that this was beneficial to you guys. If you have any questions, I understand that this is something that's a little bit different. And I also understand the importance behind this assignment because this all goes to our learning service hours. This is going to take 3 weeks. So please ask us if you have any questions, if you need assistance with anything, and we'll work through this together as we complete this project.